again, welcome back. Well, today we have a couple guests on, and one of them you may have met before, Jeanette Moss. She is with Breastlink and Fenix Cosmetic Surgery, right?
Yes.
Nice to have you here today.
Thank you.
And I'd like to also welcome Bill Bacco.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, perfectly.
And this is the reason that you folks are on today. We're talking about Fenix. Are they cosmetics, lotions? A little bit of both, it looks like.
Yeah, we are a company. We started 17 years ago. We started with our sunscreen. We're a skincare company.
Yeah.
And we started with our sunscreen, working with doctors, dermatologists, plastic surgeons, and then kind of grew the company out of all these years, and then created a secondary line, which is for gluten and vegan, all natural product, and then we have a baby line. And this is how we came about with Finesse and Breastlink and working with them, because we've just, all the years we've been in the industry, we've just been selling through dermatologists, plastic surgeons, medical spas, specialty doctors for people with really sensitive skin.
Oh, okay. Jeanette, how long have you folks been working with Fenix?
For the last year and a half.
Okay.
We brought them on board because of our, well, first originally on our cosmetic side for the Finesse. We wanted to add a more organic line as preventative for our patients. And then we found that our oncology side with patients undergoing chemotherapy have very sensitive skin, and thought that they could benefit also from the products. And Bill, can you explain a little more why our...
Yeah, definitely. Well, when we first started, we started with people with lupus, rosacea, acneic skin. And then we realized that sensitive skin has become across the board, especially with people having procedures done. And then how Jeanette said with the oncology side, you know, with the chemotherapy and everything, Breastlink does, you know, to, of course, treat their patients, help them and everything, makes their skin hypersensitive. And the whole purpose was, when we started the line, was to make sure that people had an option. When we started back then, there was very limited amounts of, you know, known about chemicals and ingredients and everything. So we just really focus on that in the way we test on people, and we have an array of physicians that every time we introduce a product, they take it to their most sensitive patients and clients, and then test products with them. And so, you know, starting with, you know, our main stuff, and then going down to our just complete natural, vegan, organic products are just really good for, you know, people that are going through chemotherapy and, you know, radiation, all that stuff, because their skin becomes just so, just not just the sensitive part, but very delicate. Also.
As far as these products, are they sold only through places like Breastlink, or are they on the general market elsewhere? Do you just go through?
Yeah, no. Our main way of distribution our products is through physicians. So dermatologists, plastic surgeons, and specialty locations like Breastlink and everything. But Finesse carried it first on the plastic surgery side. And then we have our physicians that sell it online and everything. But we're not a retail brand. We don't sell it at like Sephora or you know, brands like that. We don't.
Jeanette, these are obviously they aren't prescriptions. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the point if someone goes through some procedure with Breastlink or Finesse, that this is something that you can offer that obviously because of the natural products and all can help them out. You don't have to worry about certain kinds of sensitivity and things like that.
Correct. And not only do you have to be a patient, I mean, if you would like to purchase the products from our locations, you know, we can also offer them. As he says, our original product that we started using for our patients was the sunblock. You know, as we are cancer, preventative is always excellent. So as preventative measures, the sunblocks.
And what makes the sunblock different since this was your
Well,
kind of-
that's our main. We have a few sunscreens and
Okay.
everything, but this main one was started. I have severely sensitive skin. I'm allergic to a lot of foods and chemicals and stuff. So I used to burn really quickly out being in the sun, and
Oh,
even
okay.
in the sunscreens when I was, growing up
Mm-hmm.
and everything, would give me rashes, and I didn't know. I didn't realize I'm like,
Yeah.
should I burn or should I get a rash and everything? And when you're a kid and you're growing up and then you turn into a teenager and a young adult, the last thing you need is to get a rash. And sunscreen's the number one, let's say, anti-aging product you can use on your
Yeah.
face to prevent wrinkles and damage on your skin. So we started, and we started with Lupus LA also.
Okay.
And we gave them some product when they launched 16 years ago, and we've been working with them ever since. We've been one of their main sponsors at a lot of events, and they endorse our products and their doctors, and their logos actually on our website and everything. So we've been working hand in hand with people with severely sensitive skin. So the combination of having that type of background and
Yeah.
working with some with amazing physicians at Finesse and Breastlink, where everything that we do, we take a high quality, and
Yeah.
as far as ingredients and the way we create and everything, and that's the type of associations that we like to work with. That's the type of physicians and companies that we like to work with. And we started with the sunscreen, now Orange, and then we kind of went to Laguna Hills, and now they have Newport
Right.
Beach, and
Yeah,
we're in
right.
the Marietta office in Marietta, Temecula, for Breastlink. So we're very fortunate and stuff to have always worked with such great physicians and growing word of mouth.
Yeah, I know. You talked about sensitivity.
Yeah.
And I remember when my daughter was young, and we put sunscreen on her face, and it was, made for little kids. I mean,
Yeah.
she was probably a year
Yeah.
and a half, and all of a sudden, she just kind of broke out, and her face was getting puffy, and
Yeah.
and even though this was a brand made for babies,
Yeah.
we finally found one that worked, and nowadays it doesn't matter. She's grown out of that. But I know exactly what you mean, how
Yeah.
you could put some of these sunscreens on and have problems with them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And even to this day, I still have to watch what I put. I test everything on me before we do it, because I'm like the guinea pig for everything before we take it to our testing, and we send it out to other people to test and everything. But you really have to. With sunscreens, because of the levels of what you put in, and there's only like certain ingredients that you could put in the sunscreen
Right.
to
Yeah.
give the UVA, UVB protection
Right.
and everything. And our sunscreens are made for people that are 6 months and older.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, so we made sure of that, and we're PETA approved, so we don't do any animal testing and everything, and we're very fortunate. When we first launched, we were one of the first companies to have the FDA test our sunscreen, because sunscreen wasn't really regulated.
Yeah,
And
you're right. It wasn't for.
yeah, but being so long ago, we wanted to make sure that how do we come up with a product that will build a reputation? So we thought, okay, we get the FDA rating on it, like testing, and then we sell to the hardest people that you could ever sell to is a physician, because
Right.
it's their reputation too.
How did you get into this? What did you when you started your career? Were you working with skincare and cosmetic companies?
No, I was actually I was pre-med. I wanted to
Okay.
become a doctor and everything. So I loved chemistry. I thought it was just amazing and everything. But then I wound up getting a business degree just because I was working in the corporate world. I started at 16,
Wow.
and so. But like how ideas come when you have a problem and there's nothing out there. I remember being 21 years old, 20-something years ago, spending $100 for a bottle of sunscreen at a very expensive department store, because that was the only thing I could use, and it was just pure zinc, and it was chalky, and I had it all over my face, and it was thick, and it was just like better than burning, because I burned within 10 minutes. So just doing some research and finding the right chemist that creates some of the best products in the world, and told him what I wanted, and he was so impressed by creating a product that was actually amazing and good, and it was served a purpose instead of saying, I want to make a product to make lots of money.
Yeah.
And
That's fantastic.
17 years later, or 19 when I first met him, 17, the company's been around, and 3 products later.
Are you based here in this
We're
area?
right down the street in Irvine.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Orange County is our home.
Very good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a great line of products here.
Thank you.
And you said you've been carrying them, Jeanette, for about a year and a half.
Correct.
And all your different clinics have them.
Yes.
And if someone is interested, even though they may not have come in for any other purpose, they can come in and get these, right?
Absolutely, at all of our locations. And as he said, we're doing our grand opening for our Newport Beach Breastlink and Finesse on Wednesday, February 24th
Okay.
from 5 to 8 p.m. So everyone is welcome. It's open to the public.
Where in Newport Beach?
It's on Avocado, the
Oh, sure.
1441 building, Suite 301.
Okay.
And you guys are all welcome.
Very good.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too. Thank you so
Great
much.
line of products.
Thank
for
you.
having
Nice to see you
us.
again.
Yes.
And I think it's wonderful that how long you just had a need and you started this. And
Yeah,
very
and
good.
Orange County has just supported us so much. I mean,
That
this
is
is our
fantastic.
home, and just coming from main line to the natural line, now the organic baby line.
Do you have a website just for this if people want to find out information?
Yeah, it's www.fenixcosmetics.com.
All right.
Thank you so
Very
much.
good.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Jeanette.
Pleasure.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you for having us.
And we thank Breastlink for sponsoring our Monday show. And again, if you're not going over there for any other reason, they're located right over here in Laguna Hills. Go in and get some of these products. They're fantastic. And someone to consult with them, right? And let them
Absolutely,
know
yes.
about these. So fantastic.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thank
We'll be right
you.
back.